Hello, welcome to Besiege! This is a list of the best creations I've made in Besiege so far. All of these are my designs, including this kind of pirate sub-spaceship dealy thing that I can't pilot, apparently. I ran right into an arch. Yeah, I mean, this is probably the weirdest thing I've made in Besiege so far, by far. And, I mean, I don't even know how it flies, really. I mean, it has two propellers. It works off of, well, the little propeller wingly-dinglies to keep it in the air and the others to stabilize it. And to my eyes, it looks like a pirate space subship. Yeah, if you don't know what that is, it's a pirate ship that's a submarine and it also flies in space. Because, I mean, really, does it look like anything else? I mean, seriously, if you had a spaceship and it was a pirate ship, wouldn't it not look like this? And it also kind of looks like a sub to my mind. But I'm a little weird, so whatever you think it looks like, I call it a space subship. And I mean, it's really maneuverable. This is so far the most maneuverable aeroplane slash chopper copter slash whatever you want to make that flies. Oh, I did not judge that right. I thought I was under the arch, but I just ran right into it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it works off of these gyroscopes, which I'm using to turn it. I, for the life of me, don't know how I would ever make this if I actually made ailerons or, flaps or whatever. But this is as far as I'm going to get. Actually making this thing, the hardest part was trying to figure out the speeds for both of the propellers. If one would be too fast or one would be too slow, it would roll around like this constantly and, well, do exactly what I'm doing now, is crash. And as far as I can tell, I've gotten it to a point where that isn't a problem. However, it does list to the right. I'm not really sure what's causing that, and it is annoying me quite a whole lot. But I mean, it's so small, it is basically unnoticeable unless you're not moving at all. I mean, really. So I just let it be. I'm not gonna try and figure that out. So I mean, yeah. I mean, it looks like I'm just like sitting in the rigging of a pirate ship. This is why I mainly called it a pirate ship, because once I made the camera to look like this, I'm like, yeah, that's a pirate ship, all right. Yep, Blackbeard's coming and we're going to take him out. Yeah. I can siege people with this. Actually, I can't. I don't have cannons on this. That's probably the next project. If I continue working on this, I'll probably add side cannons to this. In the meanwhile, it's just a fun little thing to play around with. And here we have my first flying creation, which is just this simple plane, which uses two propellers, so I don't have to muck around with the speeds and everything, which thank God. And I've actually turned on infinite ammo for this, as you can see here. Oh, I swear I did. Oh, no, I turned 0G on. Whoops! So I actually turned infinite ammo on this time, so it can actually do its thing. So if we go into first-person view, I can bomb around like I'm some sort of Snoopy pilot. Snoopy, yes, I'm Snoopy. Or the Red Baron, or whatever, and it's kind of fun. It's really quite fun. Isn't as maneuverable as the last creation. It can't go up, it can't do can't do backflips, that's what I'm trying to say. Can't do backflips in the air, just gets stuck at like the top. I don't know what the deal is with that. Cliff. As I was saying, it can't do a backflip. This is what happens if I try to do it. It just goes straight up and then nothing. It stays there. I'm still holding the up button, see? There we go. Still holding the up button, so it's still up, but it just won't do it. It'll just sort of hover here. And the only way to get it back down is if we go backwards, holding the up button, and then we can get out of it like that. Although, it's kind of dangerous, as you can see, I just broke my creation. And now, I'm going to show you the landing on this, which is actually quite an easy lander to land and take off. I mean, I couldn't have made it easier if I have tried. Alright, so we got our landing gear down, and then we just simply land vertically. Because this is what this creation likes to do. It likes to land vertically and then take off horizontally. We actually gotta raise the landing gear for enable to it to fly. Otherwise, it just face plants. I mean, it's maneuverable at like that sort of level where it can turn nice, but it doesn't do up and down very well. Especially up. It does down very well, just not up. Although it can climb. It can climb at, not too bad of a reasonable rate. But, I mean, not fast as the other one that I did that can just move straight up. And I hit the top of the rock. Yep, okay. So this is actually the second version I made of this plane. I just inverted the little winglets on the side so it has the pointy bits poking out so it makes it look cooler. Because everything is better if it looks cooler. Come on, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Yes! See what I mean? It's kind of maneuverable in certain aspects. I mean, it's small enough to get through small gaps. It can turn well enough so it can do well. If I can do this right. No, I can't. And now I'm going to get chopped to bits. Where's my cannon? There it is. Die! Die! Oh, the cannon will work. The cannon will propel me to victory. Alright, I'm going to try and shoot the head off this archer guy right there. So we go. Fire! Oh, I hit him in the chest. Right in the back. Right in the back. Didn't even see it coming. I'm an assassin. I'm an assassin plane. Okay, now we go. Fire! 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 No! I pushed the wrong button! I pushed the wrong button! It's all going down! Help me! Somebody! Now what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna add bombs to the underside of this, because I can actually do it, but I just don't like to mess around with the weighting, because I've gotten the weight on this creation exactly where I like it to be. I'm gonna deploy them on these people. Ready? Release! Oh, I missed by a mile. Okay. I'm gonna do this. They will die by my hand. Let's actually dive a little bit. Alright, that's low enough. That's low enough. And release! Oh, I got some of them. But that won't do. I must get more. No. Up, there we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Release! Boom! That was a perfect hit on most of them. Ah, that was great. So, in the first episode, I showed you this crossbow, and the main problem I had with the crossbow wasn't that it wasn't powerful enough, or it wasn't that it didn't aim well enough, but it was that it wasn't mobile. It was just stuck to this one place, mostly because it was on a giant plank of wood. Well, fear no more, because I have made some changes, and now it has wheels, which is awesome. I just did this yesterday, actually. And it has everything you could possibly need. It has a little grabber so the bolt doesn't fall out while I'm driving around. It has tank steering, which, I mean... Oh, no, 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 no! Okay, start over. Okay, I'm realizing it's a bit prone to falling over at this point. So it's basically the same as it was before. It's still the same sort of crossbow design, except now it's in mobile version. You know, except without microtransactions and all that guff. So, stupid jokes are stupid. So we go I to release the grabber, so the bolt is now free. I actually want to get a better angle on this. There we go. That's good. I'm going to shoot it up at this guy. So it's still N to raise. Actually, I think this might miss. I don't know. We'll find out. Alright. And now it's still L to fire. So let's see if I can hit this guy. Well, I hit the bottom. I got his feet out. His feet are the only things left standing. If I continue to make modifications to this, the next upgrade I think I'll have to make is some sort of magazine reloading thing, because it kind of sucks that it only has the one bolt, but I mean, does it need more? Obviously it does. Alright, now that I got this guy's brother, I'm gonna get him. So I've lined up the shot, we've got a good shot on him, so we're firing in 3, 2, and 1. Right in the tush! You will die, sir, and your tush will be mine. Thank you very much for your cooperation of this enterprise. I desperately want your tush. And now that I have his tush, I can go and get it with this little grabber that I have on the back. Conveniently. Let's see if I can grab his tush. I don't know if I made the grabber able to grab it, but let's find out. On and back and back and back. Nope, I did not. Can you come down here? I want this. Actually, no, I don't want that. Get away. I want your head. Because I want to see if this works. Drop that right there. Cheating, shush. Your head is mine. I will take it back to my castle. That works enough. Warner? Who did I kill? I killed someone. Okay. Anyway, continue to the next one. Yeah, keep going. Next! This is my favorite creation of all. I've played with this for many, many, many hours. It is my little fun buggy. It isn't even that fast, but I love it specifically because I made it. I've made all of them, but I made this one especially good. That's why I like it. It can climb well enough. It can flip over sometimes, and it doesn't break that often. I mean, sometimes it breaks. But I have actually played with this for so long that I've made a racetrack for this. I'm not even joking. I've made a racetrack. I've actually timed myself to see if I can get the best times. And now it's gotten high-centered, which is only one of the problems with it. The other problem is sometimes the suspension breaks off, but I mean, it can't be perfect now, can it? Oh yeah, and it flips over. That's another problem. Flips over, doesn't really have any sort of unflipping mechanism. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you the racetrack where this view comes in very, very, very handy, and it's kind of scary the first time you do it. But let's go. Right, so this is where the racetrack starts, right at this thing. And it starts right when this block goes up. So it starts right now. And now we go around this corner like so. Be sure not to hit the epic failing doom spot, which will crush you. Make sure not to hit any buildings along the way. Avoid the rocks. Go through the middle. Under the bridge, which freaked me out the first time I did it. Around these guys. Nice slide through here, round this corner, and it ends right here. Oh, I made it through that time! Yeah! Sometimes you can make it through, sometimes it crushes you, but it ends right when you go under it. And the fastest time I was able to get on it was a 32:48. 32 seconds, 48 milliseconds. So, go ahead and try that for yourself. See if you can get a better time. I've linked a guide on how to make this buggy in the description. It's just 5 minutes, so it won't take much of your time. And it's kind of simple, so anyone can make it. I've played with this buggy far too much, and it's so much fun. And the only reason that track looked so simple is because I've ran it so many goddamn times. You have no idea how many times I've actually crashed on this course. But there's one more surprise, because there's another way to do this course. If you go to this view and go straight up, it becomes a top-down racer, which I just find hilarious. It makes it, okay, it makes it about 10 times harder than it ever was, but it is still magnificently fun. Okay, sort of a wonky course. Yep, made it through, around again, and donuts to finish off. Woo! Woo! Woo, 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 woo! You just have to tap the acceleration button and hold a direction to do donuts, by the way, if you want to learn how to do those. So yeah, I've left the guide in the description. Go ahead and have fun with it. If you if you do decide to make this creation, post your time for the races in the description, or if you've made any real modding, like if you add rockets to this, or bombs, or some sort of weapon to this, go ahead and also put that in the description, maybe a download link, or some sort of video. I just want to see what you guys do with this, because it is ridiculously fun. So I will continue on to the next creation, which will be back at the first map. And we're back on the first map for another car, but unlike the first buggy car that I showed you, which had tank steering, this has RTC steering, which is still a little buggy. I'm still working out the bugs with it. And it is the closest to a good working RTC steering creation that I've made so far. RTC return to center steering. I mean, I'm still working on this. This is very much still a work in progress, even though it might look finished to someone. Oh, that broke! Okay, the suspension broke right off, so it's a little delicate still. It has a boost button as well as a brake button, I suppose. It's just Z and X, so Z to make a boost, which doesn't even really boost it that much, and X to brake. To fix a problem with the wheels falling off in the beginning, they had a problem of falling off, and I didn't know why. So what I added was just a unpowered free wheel. So, I mean, I don't know why that fixed it, but it did. And now it is a rear-wheel drive, technically a rear-wheel drive drifter, if you can call it that. I don't, but you can. I haven't really figured out the suspension that much. Back suspension is okay. The front suspension isn't where I want it. It's just sort of on there, doing whatever it does. Let me actually show you here. It's your normal straighten up and down suspension. It's the only one I've gotten to work so far. But, I mean, it works well enough, I suppose. Hold on, let me actually... There we go. Yeah, it works well enough for what it does. It isn't great, but it does work, so why not? I mean, you know, the back suspension is far better. Well, I say far better, isn't that much better. This is just a work in progress. I'm not really finished with it. I just felt like showing it to you. So I'll show you my next creation on the list. And the final creation of the day is my tank. I mean, really, did you not expect me to not make a tank in 2 episodes? I mean, it's technically a tank. I've made it without caterpillar tracks because... Ooh, that was a nice shot. Because caterpillar tracks are hard, and I didn't actually learn how to do them until afterwards. So, maybe I'll make a tank with tracks someday, but until then, I have my sharpshooting tank right here. And it is ridiculous amounts of fun. I just like to get on this and shoot everything. It has a fully turnable, twerkable, whatever you want it, a bowl turret here. I've put infinite ammo on, as you can see. And I just like to mess around with this, sharpshooting anything I can. Including this poor little sheepy here, who doesn't know what he's gonna get in about 3 now. Oh, I missed! No! No! There you go. Oh, boom! Oh, it bounced right over him, didn't it? Oh, keeps bouncing right over him. There we go! That's a nice hit. You gotta get the arc with it, too. It has 10 wheels each side in its tank formation, which is just sort of like a really flat U. And it doesn't really go up hills very well. It can do it, but it doesn't do it well. The only reason I really made this is because I want a turret that I can move around places. That's the only reason I actually made this creation. Other than making a tank. I mean, a tank is basically the second thing you have to make after making a slingshot. Or a crossbow, or whatever that other thing was. So let's go ahead, and to actually hit this, I'm actually going to have to slightly break my creation here. Ready? That's breaking it so much. So, firing. Yeah, I've actually massively broke my creation now. Once it's broken, you can aim it actually perfectly. But, I mean, it is broken. The aiming system breaks. It's because it's broke off by here, because it's turning like this, so that's why it broke. Firing. Firing. There we go. Nice hit on that. It's just raining cannons. Hallelujah, it's raining cannons. Hallelujah, it's raining cannons. Da, 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 da. What am I doing with my life? I'm just raining cannons everywhere. Alright, for the finale, let's go ahead and wreak havoc on this town right here. Of poor unsuspecting peoples. Die! 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 Runneth over all of you. And let's clean up. Cleaning up time. Blum, 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 blum. That's a hit on the house. What's in that rolling? Fire a cannon at it. Hit it! Ooh. Ah, that's a hit. And that is everything, I think. Unless that's someone right there. I don't think it is. I think I finished it. I think I killed them all. Right? Yeah, alright. Now let's keep on wrecking havoc and going over here. I'm like Godzilla. I'm just all like... I am the hero or the villain. I don't really know. I'm just Godzilla. Okay, and for some reason Godzilla is Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he's German also. Yeah, that's Godzilla, alright. That's the noise Godzilla makes, not just I am such an idiot. Anyway, I'm gonna sit back and keep destroying this town over and over, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.